Hotel. Yeah, my logbook's just collapsed on me. Logger 32, that's most unusual. I've never had that before. Let me just close the program and then I'll just restart it. Hang on a second. Things, it really has locked up. I need that to record QSO, so where's it gone? Let's just force it to close. Come on. Oh, that's it, it's gone now. We're alright. Let me just restart it. Sorry about that. That's the way it goes sometimes. Right. We got the last one in the log, yeah. Whiskey Alpha 1, Italy Sugar Hotel, I think it was. A very good afternoon to you. My name is David. The QTH is in the middle of England. WA1, Italy Sugar Hotel, G3 Yankee Delta. Okay, John, thanks for bearing with us while I got my software working in. Most unusual. I don't think I can ever remember Logger 32 crashing before. Never mind. Okay, send me through to you, John. Thanks very much for the QSO. Golf 3 Yankee Delta is QRZ. Lima something Papa? No, QRZ? Lima Kilo Quebec. What was the prefix? Okay, Kilo Golf 5, Lima King Queen. Yeah, okay, thanks for the call. You're 55 here, 5 and 5. My name is David in the middle of England, okay? Okay, thank you very much for that. 73s, Golf 3 Yankee Delta.
November 8, Sugar, Denmark Radio.
Kilo X-ray 2. Yeah, Kilo X-ray 2, Sierra, very good. You're 58 here, Ed. When did we last work? Back in 2017. Well, that was with my contest call, Mexico 7 Tango. So back to you, KX2F, G3 Young David. Okay, fine. You're 5 and 8, 5, 9 here, Ed, no problem. And, yeah, that was in the ARL DX sideband contest in 2007. We did also work on RTTY, but that was like in 2017, CQ WPX RTTY. That was in 2017, but that was under my contest call, which is Mexico 7, Texas. Okay, send it through to you, Ed. Thanks for the QSO. KX2 Sugar, G3 Yankee Delta. Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, well, of course, they're easy to work, the ARL DX contest. I just point my beam at the States and that's it. Easy as work. You don't have to worry, oh, I've got to turn it all the way around to work somebody off the back, but there we are. Okay, cheers to you, Ed. Who's the Kilo Charlie 9? Yeah, KC9BYX, you're 5 and 8, Mike, okay? By the way, in the centre of England, 73. Golf 3 Yankee Delta.
November 8, Sugar, Denmark Radio.
Whiskey 4 Tango Lima Zulu, you're 59. Okay, Bill, very good. Thanks for 59 plus 59. Lovely signal. I'm just going to pause a moment and just see, is there anybody who has not worked England before? Could they please call me now? Yeah, okay, KC3 again. Okay, Kilo Charlie 3 Bravo Italy Whiskey, you're 57, okay? Okay, thanks very much, Tom, and glad we can make it. Is there anybody else who hasn't worked England before? Can they please call?
Kilo Delta 0, Papa Yankee Foxtrot.
Echo 0 CAR, Tango Alpha Romeo.
Yeah, what was the prefix Tango Alpha radio?
KE0 Tango Alpha Romeo, Colorado.
Okay, got you. KE0 Tango Alpha radio. Thank you very much for the call, Joe. You're 5 and 6, 56, okay?
Could I have your call again?
Yeah, it's Golf 3 Yankee Delta.
Golf 2 Yankee Delta.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, Joe, you're 56, 73. Is anybody else who hasn't worked England before?
Kilo Delta 6, Tango United Echo. Kilo Echo 6, Tango United Honolulu.
To listen to on both transmit audio and receive audio, they're very close. I think the 7600 is capable of handling strong signals a little better, but the 7300 is an absolute pleasure to operate. And at that price point, in the UK, I don't know, £1,100, I don't know what that equates to in Canadian dollars, but everybody throughout the world will say they are a really good value for money rig. And they sound amazing. They're just, you dial across the band and it's you stop. You hear somebody that sounds really good. You stop the VFO and you listen, and then they say they're running a 7300. And I've had compliments on mine. People have come back to me and said, you know, what you're running. You tell them what audio gear's on that. Well, it's a hand mic that comes with it. No way. You know, I had a guy with a 950 SDX, a French guy. He's got an audio rack, all sorts of bits and bobs. And he said, I can't believe how good that radio sounds, you know. And I said, yeah, you know, it's got a cheap Chinese microphone with it worth $30. And yeah, he was pretty surprised. So, you're right, they've been a revolutionary transceiver. Very good value for money, guys.
Beautiful signal, Henry. Q5 copy. Good conditions for the bottom of the cycle, I guess. I'm just down here in the shaft. I'm not on.
Yeah, 51 David X-ray, sugar 51 David X-ray. Copy, thank you. Stop you, 7 hits. Kilo November 4, Radio Delta, you're 58. Okay, Ross, thank you. Golf 3 Yankee Delta. Is there any West Coast? Anybody on the West Coast? Kilo 7, Mike Kilo Whiskey. Thank you for the call. Nice to work you, Mike. You're 5 and 9. Nice signal, go ahead. Okay, thank you very much, Mike. Anybody else on the sort of west side of the US or North or Canada?
Kilo Echo 0, Kilo Oscar Tango.
Kilo Echo 0, Kilo Oscar Tango. You're 5 and 9.
Roger, you are 5-9 in northern Minnesota, just south of the Canadian border.
Okay, 73. Golf 3 Yankee Delta QSO. 59 plus signal. V3 Victor Hotel Hotel, the 59 plus Wally, name is David. They were located in the middle of England. Okay, Wally, very nice to work with you. No problem at all. It's a lovely signal, Wally. I'm running here an aircraft K3, LD MOS amplified.
Charlie 31 Kilo Charlie QSO.
Kilo 7, November Charlie Kilo.
Papa Alpha. Charlie 31 Kilo Charlie QSO.
Kilo 7, November Charlie Kilo. Kilo 7, November Charlie Kilo.
Kilo 7.
Come on, Japan 5, Yokohama.
Kilo 7, November Charlie Kilo.
Kilo 7.
Kilo 7, November Charlie Kilo.
Kilo 7 November Charlie Kilo 5
Thank you, 59 Wyoming. Good luck.
Bye bye, thank you. Charlie 31 Kilo Charlie QSO.
Kilo Golf.
Kilo what?
Kilowatt Japan 5, Yokohama, KJ5.
India X-ray.
Kilowatt 7.
Kilowatt 7, Mike India X-ray.
Kilowatt 7 Mike India X-ray 5 by 9.
5 by 9, Las Vegas.
Bye bye, thank you. Charlie 31 Kilo Charlie QSO.
Kilo Golf 6, Japan. Kilo Japan 5, Yankee, KJ5.
Victor Echo 2 X-ray, Bravo Oscar. Victor Echo 2 X-ray,
Kilo
Bravo Oscar.
Japan 5, Yankee, Kilowatt Japan 5, Yankee.
De Cualza 1 Delta Francia 59. Todos cambados. Charlie 31 Kilo Charlie QSO.
Kilowatt Japan 5, Yankee, Kilo Juliet 5, Yankee.
Tango X-ray Bravo. Tango X-ray Bravo.
Delta Bravo. Kilo 5.
Kilo Japan 5, Yankee, Kilowatt Japan 5, Yankee. Kilo Golf 6, Japan.
Kilo 3. Kilo 3 American Railways Canadá 59. KD8LCD 59. Charlie 31 Kilo Charlie QSO.
Kilowatt Japan 5, Yankee, Kilowatt Japan 5, Yankee, KJ5Y.
Bravo Hotel. Kilo Charlie 29 Alpha Hotel 5 by 9. Okay, Kilo Charlie 9 Alpha Hotel 59. Thank you, bye bye, good luck.
Kilo Charlie 1, Fox Radio Zulu. Kilowatt Japan 5, Yankee, Kilowatt Japan 5. Kilo Japan 5,
Charlie
Yankee.
Quebec, Charlie Quebec.
Kilo Juliet 5, Yankee.
Kilo 1 Bravo Charlie Quebec 5 by 9. Okay, Roger, Kilo 1 Charlie Quebec 59. Bye bye, thank you, Charlie 31 Kilo Charlie QSO.
Kilo 5, India, Papa Alpha. Kilowatt Japan 5, Yokohama.
Charlie 3-1 Kilo Charlie, QSO.
Kilowatt 6 Radio Charlie 1. Kilowatt Japan 5, Yokohama. Kilo Japan 5, Yokohama.
Charlie 3-1 Kilo Charlie, QSO.
Kilowatt Japan 5, Yokohama. Kilo Japan 5, Yokohama.
Kilo Japan 5.
Kilo Japan 5, Yokohama. KJ5Y, you're 59 in Texas. Thank you.
Kilo Japan 5, Yokohama 5-9.
QSO, thank you. 59 in Texas. All the best from Texas. 73.
Kilo Japan 5, Yokohama 5-9.
59, thank you. You're 59 also. Thank you. Good luck.
Kilo Charlie 3-1 Kilo Charlie, QSO.
Kilowatt 6 Radio Uniform Victor.
Whiskey. Whiskey 3. Okay, Roger, Whiskey 3, Hotel Victor Yankee 5-9. Okay, Whiskey 3, Hotel Victor Yankee 5-9, thank you, good luck.
Kilo 6 Radio.
Charlie 3-1, Kilo Charlie, QSO.
Thanks for checking in.
Yeah, okay, very good, Charles. Yeah, no problem, and thanks for the 55. Name here is David, the QTH is middle of England, okay? Alpha Radio Papa again? Okay, Oscar Radio Papa 59. Okay, Mike, very good. Running an Aircraft K3 to an LD MOS amplifier and a Yagi at 60 feet. Okay, thank you very much, Mike. 73 to you. Golf 3 Yankee, Yankee Delta QZ. Whiskey Bravo 2 Alpha. Yes. Very good. You're 59 as well. WV2 Alpha Kilo Hotel from Golf 3 Yankee, Yankee Delta, okay? Yeah, 73. Golf 3 Yankee, Yankee Delta QZ. Wow, that's a strong signal. November 2 Tango Oscar X-ray, you're 59. Okay, very good. And yeah, lovely signal from you. Very good indeed. So 73 is Rick, thanks for QSO. Golf 3 Yankee, Yankee Delta. Charlie Whiskey Germany. Yeah, okay, Doug, very good. November 3 Charlie Whiskey Golf, you're 59 here, okay, Doug? Yeah, thank you. Golf 3 Yankee, Yankee Delta. AC3 again. Thanks very much. Name is also David, by the way. 73 is Golf 3 Yankee, Yankee Delta. Whiskey Bravo 9, Mike Victor. Okay, nice to work you again, John. WB9 MVQ. Last time we worked was on February 18 on RTTY. Service is John. Golf 3 Yankee, Yankee Delta, Georgia. Whiskey 4 Alpha Lima Mike. Thanks for the call. You're 57, Mike. 57. The name is David. Okay, Michael, sorry about that. I abbreviated your name, so I got it off QRZ.com. Okay, 73, Michael. Okay, Golf 3 Yankee, Yankee Delta.
November 8, Sugar Denmark Radio.
November 8, Sugar Delta Radio. Name here is David. You're 5 and 8 here in the middle of England. November 8, SDR, G3YYD.
Yeah, very good afternoon to you, David. The name here is Rick, Romeo India, Charlie Kilo, and likewise, you're 5 and 8 in the state of Ohio. Thanks for the contact, David. Cheers and beers.
Whiskey 2, Golf Fox Victor, thank you for the call. You're 5 and 9 here.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Kilo 9, Mike Tango Echo 5 Okay, go ahead. Kilo 9, Mike Tango Echo, Roger. Kilo 9, Mike Tango Echo 5
Kilo, India 6, Quebec, Delta Hotel.
For Sugar Mike. Thank you, 73 to you, all the best, my friend. This station, Tango Radio again.
Kilo, India 6, Delta Lima.
Ok, Kilo Papa 4, Tango Radio. Muy grato por terminar mi llamada, Ramón. Susino 59, ahí de Florida. Okay.
Charlie Delta Whiskey once again. This is Kilo, Quebec, 0 Lima. The name is Leonard.
Yeah, of course. But just thought I'd let him know, thinking, he was up at 50 hertz, so close enough for there to be lots of RM, and I didn't want that to happen. So very, very courteous, very nice. So thank you, Brian. You're 5 and 9 here, W Signal. I'm not sure if Eric's around today, but we'll stand by and see. Thank you very much. Talk to you. WB9JNZ, are you on frequency? WB9JNZ, are you around? Well, I'm not hearing. Eric, anyone else ahead of the Ellercraft net?
And C0JW is here, John.
Oh, hi, is that you, Jim?
That is me. You've got a good signal into Colorado today. Just walked in the room.
Started here. Oh, I had to quiet my dog down. I lost my train of thought here. She was, always can tell when it's 12 o'clock, but that's when I feed her. And about 2 minutes to 12, she comes looking for me. She was in here barking at me, so it's, feed time.
But I don't want to... November. MI0SAI, over.
No problem, Jim. Well, good job on the station there. Good little setup there from the clubhouse there. Indeed, we're using a beam antenna, the Oxy beam, German Oxy beam, at about 75 feet on a Yaesu 5K. All the best. Thanks for the call and enjoy the operating at the club station there. Victor Echo 3 London. Oscar November, a nice call sign, of course, to meet the match sort of London there, by the way. I did catch that on. 73 from Mike India 0 Sugar Alpha India. Bye-bye. Good luck. Anybody else? Any other deactivates? Mike India 0 Sugar Alpha India.
Oh, Simon MI0SAI November 8 Sugar Denmark Radio.
I heard a couple of stations there. I got something Sugar Radio, and then I've got a Whiskey 8. I'm not sure if that's the same or not. I'll take the Whiskey 8. Who's the Whiskey 8? It's Japan Whiskey Delta, then. No problem with John. I'll get you next Sugar. Next Sugar Delta, maybe next. John, good signal there in the 3 or 5 and 9, maybe 5, 9 plus here, and the name's Simon. So how's things? Whiskey 8 Japan Whiskey Delta, MI0SAI. Yeah, that would be right, John. I do have the little note I have in my log is fairly new ham. That's what I had my log back there in 2017, I think it was there. Summertime, I think it was there, August or July there. So very good, John. So you're settling into the hobby fairly well, over. You're operating with. John, as long as you're making contacts and enjoying the hobby, sure, what else could you ask for? You just have to put it on what you can at your location. Everybody can put up Yagis, I know. There's a lot of restrictions there, of course, with antennas at your side. Thank goodness we don't really have that over here. Not in the countryside anyhow. Maybe in the towns there might be a bit more restrictor with the neighbours, but that's the way it goes, I suppose. But here, good job on enjoying the hobby so far, and I always might always make sort of wee notes in the log here to reference back over the years there, so you wouldn't know what I would write in the log there, what you tell me, John, remember maybe in a few years' time. Hi. Thanks for the short one. Enjoy your Sunday afternoon. It's just after 6 o'clock here, by the way. Dark for a good hour and 40 or hour and 15 minutes or so there. Whiskey 8 Japan Whiskey Delta, MI0SAI. Thanks, John. All the best. Good luck. Who was the other station there? Something Sugar, maybe?
MI0SAI, Mike India 0, Sugar America India, November 8, Sugar Delta Radio, N8 SDR.
SDR, Mr. Ricky, no problem. Yes, Norway, yes. SDR, yeah, I thought I couldn't just pick up the two different call signs, because I heard the yips and I said, I wonder which call sign is which here, so I got a bit of both there. So good signal as always, 5 and 9 plus, so how's life treating you at your side of it?
Hey, Simon, everything's good here. Everything's good. Hey, really, really nice to hear you again. And been looking for you on the bands. Was kind of wondering what happened to you. I haven't heard you on too much here the last year or so. So I'm glad you're still around. Glad you're still playing radio. And you're likewise 5'9 plus. No problem here at all. Simon hearing you. And good evening to you up that way. MI0SAI N8 SDR.
Good job. Yeah, well, we can't complain. We're still above ground anyway. That's the main thing, I suppose. Rich there, so it is definitely a bit of a bonus. But yes, I thought maybe we worked thinner than that, but mustn't have. I thought we worked a bit more sooner than over a year ago there, so very good indeed. That's the way it goes now. Time waits for no man, Rich there, so it does. But no, your good signal as always, 5 and 9 plus there, 20 dB, maybe more. But we can't complain. We're all sitting well over here, that's the main thing. And we must have been just maybe missing each other over the bands there. Maybe not as active as I would have been maybe as usual. We've got a lot of building work done to the house there over last block of months there, and you know what that's like at times when the actual shouting at one ear and workmen saying something else in the other one. So that doesn't always go down well. But I hope all's well at your side there in Oscar Hotel Land. So how's life treating you anyway? Hope it's all's well, the family's doing well, I'm sure. Norway, it's SDR, MI0SAI.
MI0SAI N8 SDR. Yeah, everything's going good here, Simon. Everything's going good. I think I might have missed you last year because we moved the shack from the basement up to the attic area. I had my youngest son and his fiance moved in with us, and then we have 2 granddaughters now. So they took over the basement. We kind of partitioned the basement off and redid some rooms downstairs in the basement, let them have that area, and then I moved up to the attic area. So the shack was down for a while, but that might have been during the time that I missed you as well. And it is really, really nice to hear you again. I remember, and you'll recall this, I hope you recall this, when I had my tech license back in 2009, and then I upgraded to a general. You were the first station that I had worked, because I kept hearing you. I'd come up and listen to you because you were always really strong here. I'd come up and listen to you, and then I always said the first DX contact I'll make with when I do the upgrade is going to be Simon. And I waited and waited until I heard you, and then made you the first DX contact. So yeah, you always have a soft spot there for me, Simon. That's why I like calling you and working you when I get a chance to hear you in there. MI0SAI N8 SDR. Remember the old call? The old call used to be Kilo Delta 8 Lima Charlie Delta. KD8LCD was the old call there, Simon QSO.
I remember the old call. I remember the old call there, Rich. No problem. I was going to surprise you and tell you there, but you told me, you spoiled it on me, you spoiled it. But very good indeed. But yes, the LCD indeed. That's definitely not yesterday or today there. there. But well, that's good there. You've got family and moving in there with you there, the son and the good lady and the granddaughter. So why is there 2 granddaughters? I'm sure you're finding that interesting. I've only got 1 grandson at the moment. I don't think my children are really no big rush. They're worrying about their careers more than anything. You know what it's like at times, but that'll all fall into place, or might never fall into place, I would say. Maybe I've been told that a couple of times you're going to be getting no more grandchildren. I've got 2 sons and a daughter, so you think we should get something in the future, but you never know what's around the corner there. But yes, you've got relocated. I got relocated also a lot of years ago, Rick, there, so it is. I used to be up in the one of the spare rooms up in the upstairs of the house, and I was through out a lot of years ago. I call it my den now. I've got a couple of old plastic jars and things in it here, so I'm out in the den here. I have to go outside into the cold to get out into the shack here now, but it doesn't really annoy me, at least I'm not disturbing anybody in the house there, because when I was doing contests or anything in the house or working down on the lower bands at night, I was keeping people awake, so that's why I was through out of the main house. Right there. So you've been upgraded, you've been moved up a stairs high. Norway at SDR, MI0SAI.
MI0SAI N8 SDR. Very good, Simon. Yeah. You know, I like to do that sometimes here too. You know, if I could a room kind of away from the house, just a little shack, maybe out back or something would be nice at times. Not so much, you know, in the wintertime when it's cold and stuff, but, you know, just kind of doing the contest, like you say, just to kind of keep the noise down and not aggravate anybody else. I don't think I really bother anybody up here on the, up here in the attic area, so I think that works out pretty well, but it was kind of a nightmare at first fighting off the RF and everything else, and I'm sure you went through the same thing with your shack there when you were up in the den area as well, up on the second and third floors, that usually got to fight a little RF issue here and there and get that worked out. But yeah, everything's been going well here. Family's doing great, and hopefully you and the family there are doing well. Sounds like you guys are, and hopefully you know, you never know. Maybe we'll take a break from working there, Simon, and you'll get a few more grandkids there soon. MI0SAI N8 SDR.
No, you're all right. You're at it's cheaper high at the minute, so it is. Especially coming up to Christmas here. Christmas in a lot of months there, or whatever it is there. It can be costly enough there with your own ones, and then grandchildren can be a lot more expensive, I'm sure. But whatever it is high. You know yourself. But yeah, well, I wonder. Well, maybe you haven't experienced it yet. Maybe up in the roof space there, up in the attic there. In the winter time, it can be a lot colder, I'm sure. So maybe you've got it well insulated. Maybe. I remember being on a couple of guys at Jackson who were up in the roof space there, the point of the house. And boy, there, the summertime, it was absolutely, would toast you, would roast you in the summertime, and the wintertime, it would absolutely freeze you. So it would, at the plus and the bonus side, the both. Well, especially in this country, maybe Oklahoma mightn't be as bad, right over.
Yeah, here in Ohio, it's our winters get cold sometimes, and sometimes the summers get pretty hot. We've had a few, you know, high 90 degree, 101 degree days here and there, but it's not too bad. I've got air conditioning up here in the summertime, and then in the winter, there is actually a heating duct that runs all the way down to the basement where the furnace is. So the heating duct's only about I don't know, a couple feet away from me. So it doesn't get cold up here in the wintertime. It stays pretty pleasant most of the year round. It's pretty constant. 68, 73 degrees, right around there. So it's not too cold and it's not too warm there, Simon. It's cool enough to keep your beer chilled,
Good job. Well, that's interesting. That sounds comfortable. So there's at least you've got a bit of heat inside you there without doing any extra work or modifications there. So I wonder, have you bought any new toys or anything lately? Since you've got a new shack location there, I wonder if you buy any new equipment to match it, I wonder. It always makes it a bit more interesting to play about with, but well, of course, I know you're in the SDRs. I know it was it the Flex, maybe was it the Flex 3000 or something? Maybe the last time, I think. Not sure, maybe. I've got Flex here anyhow. Red there. So no really new toys at this time. Well, maybe the last time, I'm not sure, I might have had this IK or not. I've got the 25000 now. No, I didn't have it in our last contact, in fact. No, I didn't, because I just got it at the start of this year. So definitely no chance I would have had it. New 5K here from MI0SAI, and we've still got the same antenna, the OB here. So any new toys in your shack that you can tell me about there? Norway at the SDR, MI0SAI.
MI0SAI and 8 SDR. Yeah, very good, Simon. Well, the AZU 5000 sounds really good here. No problem at all with that. The audio is nice and clean. Signal looks really good. We did upgrade to a after Dayton. This year, we moved to a Flex 6400, which is what I'm on now. One of the newer Flex, the 3000 or the 6000 series, and I've been really happy with this rig. It's worked very, very well, especially during the contest and stuff. It seems to do very, very good at keeping a lot of the QRM out and being able to narrow down on some of the weak signals. It seems to do really, really good at that. So I've been very happy with it, and I think let's see, the last time we talked to you, we did have the 3000. So you're right, we've like I said, we just upgraded that. The antennas are still the same, still using the 40 meter off center fed dipole here on 20 meters. The amplifier, I think, is a little bit different now. I had that custom built GI7B that a friend of mine had built me with that Russian tube in it, and had some problems with that. Replaced that with with one of the older Ameritron 811Hs is what I'm on right now. So I don't know, we're doing about 750 watts or so out of that amplifier. And like I said, the antennas are still the same. Next year, after sometime early March, I have a small tower about 45 foot that I'm going to put up, and a tri-bander we're going to put up on that. So hopefully that'll help out with our signal up your way. That should make a pretty good difference as well there, Simon. But that won't be until next year, and I'm probably going to put something somewhat small on it, because the yard here, the garden's not too big, so I got to keep the size of the antenna down. I'm probably looking at like the MI0SAI MP31 series, something that's similar to the MI0SAI TR Junior. But with the higher wattage traps on it on the driven element. So I think that's the route we're going to go. Either that, or I'm going to do not a hex beam, but I just went mind blank on what they were. Shoot, Simon. I don't. I just went mind blank completely on the other antenna I've been looking at. It'll come to me here in a second. MI0SAI N8 SDR.
Yeah, well, yeah, sounds good, hi. Let me see, maybe spider beam or, what do they call them, or cobwebs or something there, maybe. If it's something like a hack beam, maybe a bit smaller, maybe. That's there, but, good job, hi. Yeah, well, here, there's absolutely nothing wrong with your signal, hi, at the minute. Absolutely fantastic there. 5 and 9 plus there all the way there, so you are. So, well, here, good job on the new blacks there. Yeah, in fact, I was looking at one of them. Well, in fact, I was talking on the radio for probably about a year. Must have been talking for at least a year. I was going to get a new radio source. And I didn't really need it, to tell you the truth, because I've still got everything else sitting here, so I didn't really need a new radio. You know the feeling, it's just we fancy something, so we have to buy it. Indeed. But I was talking on here, I must have been talking, I can't remember who I was talking to, but I was talking about Flax radios, and about a couple of weeks later, would you believe it, what I got in the post? I got the Flax, all the new Flax brochures. Someone sent them over from the States. I'm not sure who sent them, but someone sent them to me. So it was, they were just in a brown envelope high. Not a name, nothing on it, unless maybe it came from the factory maybe. But someone sent them over to me, and I did take a good look at them now, but one way probably, if I was going to go with any of them, would have been the M model. With the little screen on it there, a few buttons to play about. But I think that's the biggest issue I would have with the going complete FDR. Of course, everybody uses some sort of logging program on the computer anyhow, and they're always using a mouse. So, and I've got 4 monitors up here, so I've got plenty of monitors running. To switch about, but I still like the VFO wheels to spin about. So I do. So that's the only reason why I went for this one here. But there a lot of months ago now, I bought the ICOM 7300. I bought one of them there also. I heard that many people talking about it. Near everybody that you were talking to seemed to have one, so I think I'll have to get one and give it a go. So I got one at a very good price from out of Europe. I didn't even buy it in the UK. I got it in Europe, a lot cheaper. So it's a good little radio, but I don't really use it that much. I've used it out portable a couple of times. And use it on the whisper system there, or a bit of FT8 there, sort of playing about with there a lot of months ago. So that's all really to use that little 7300 for high. But just when you were talking there, when you were telling me about that new equipment and stuff, I had to look you up on your CRZ page to see was there any new pictures on it, and yes there is. Very nice looking, tidy looking shack there, so it is a lot tidier looking than mine, and especially with no big lumps of Yaesu sitting about there. It is a lot cleaner looking, so it is. So great job. Maybe someday we'll experiment. But I tell you what I did get there. When I got this 5K, I got one of them SDR plays. They're made in the UK, they're APIs that make them. And I have it plugged into the 5K here in the IF. And it's a fantastic job. It gives you the whole waterfall, scope feature, and what program I'm using. I was swapping and changing different programs there. which one was the best there. I think the SDR console I'm using here at the minute. So I've got it running on a separate monitor here, and it gives you more or less pretty much everything else there anyhow. I didn't like the little scope on the top of the 5K speaker thing there. I didn't get a lot of good reviews. They said the speaker was good, but the scope was more or less pretty useless. So the SDR play was a lot cheaper. It was only 60 something pounds, probably $100 if or less there. So I said I'll give that a go, and fantastic. So that's the only sort of near experience I have, the SDR at the minute, Ricky. Norway, it's the SDR, MI0SAI.
Yeah, very good, Simon. MI0SAI N8 SDR. Still holding up really well here. No problem at all hearing you. And yeah, well, congratulations again on the 5000. That's a nice rig. That's probably Yaesu's best radio that they've got out for the money right now. And they're good, in the higher end series. That's a really nice radio. I've got a friend of mine that has one of those, and he absolutely loves his. And okay on the SDR play. Real familiar with that unit as well. I've got another friend that's got a one of the lower end Yaesu, the FTDX 1200, and he just tapped the IF in his here a couple weeks ago, and is using the SDR play for his pan adapter and stuff off of it. So and he's enjoying that. But I think I've got him talked into. I think he's going to be probably moving to to one of the 6400s like mine. His wife's also an amateur, and she got to use mine during field day. I took it out during field day, and she played around with it then, and she really enjoyed it. So I think the word to him was, when I get my license upgrade, that's what I want. So I think she's been studying pretty hard, so I think that'll happen here pretty soon. But he's enjoying the 1200 with the IF tap and doing the SDR play on it. That's a whole nother, makes that radio a whole nother radio once you do that. And I'm sure you're familiar with the way that all works. And okay on the 7300, yeah, that's a nice radio. Bang for buck, in that market range of price, that's a really hard radio to beat. Bang for buck in that price range. It's a nice radio. I've talked to several guys that have those, and they really like them as well, and they all sound good. I can't think of any of them that I've come across that have sounded really bad, unless it's something that the users completely not doing correctly. Whether they're overdriving it or something of that nature. Out of the box, those things sound pretty good. And I just thought of the other antenna was it's a 3-banded Moxon. A 3-banded Moxon. There's a company over in Spain called E-Antennas, and they make a 3-band Moxon that's 20, 15, and 10. Simon, that's the other antenna I was looking at besides the MI0SAI. So I'm kind of up in the air about the two of them. I kind of like the MI0SAI because of the fact that I can add 40 meters to it later on, plus it has it does have the work band 17 and 12 in it, which I know you're active on 17 once in a while, so that would be kind of a big plus. The nice thing about the Moxon is that the backside of that thing is very, very tight. I'm sure you're pretty well aware of that as well. So cutting down on QRM, the Moxon would probably be the winner. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, it's not going to go up until next year, and that leaves me. I've got a few more months to decide which way we're going to go with that. MI0SAI N8 SDR. Oh, and thanks for the notice on the QRZ page. And yeah, well, the shack's not as neat as it was then. You know what happens once you get your shack all set up and you get it all nice and neat, and it only takes about a month or so, and then it starts looking like everybody else's station, where it stuff starts getting scattered all over the place. So I've got to clean it up again, but it's not a large area, so it it doesn't take too long to clean it up. MI0SAI N8 SDR.
I was looking at that, one of the antennas there last year, a new 6-meter antenna there, and I was looking at I just bought a guy there in England with next up there. I remember seeing there, but there's a lot of antennas there, and just a lot of space there, so it is. But another big one there would be that big there either would be the smaller Octave beam, the OB9-5. Covers the 5 bands there, 3 elements would be in each band, 9 elements total. It wouldn't be that big of antenna there either, so it wouldn't. So there's plenty to look at. So there is definitely a lot out there to choose from. And when I was looking for this new one of mine there a lot of years ago, I must have spent, I would say maybe about a year, at least a year, maybe more, and looking at all the different every single make of antenna under the sun. And I printed them all out, and I went through them, and I ended up with this OB, but really no dislike to any other mix. It's just I just fancied it. Not, you know yourself, you get a bit of a note. But no big rush. You'll get there, especially next year there, and I get the power up and things here, and you can pick it from there. So you can. Well, here you've got a fantastic website. I haven't seen your new website, so not sure when you get that up and running, but here that's a fantastic website there you have. So it is a lot of info. I'm just clicking in every option here just to see what was in it down the side here, but I'll definitely take a good nosy at it later on here. So when I'm landing the house later on with the actual here, I'll put on the iPad or something there and take a nosy at it there. Rick there, that's fantastic there. So you have good lot of info on the SDRs there. So you have, and if I can remember right, I'm not sure, I might be thinking of someone else, but I think you put a recording of me up on YouTube years ago. I've near shared to yourself or the old call, of course, LCD. I've near shared with yourself, sir. I just can't remember. That's a long time since I've seen it or listened to it. But it might be yourself or it might be someone else. I can't remember. I must look that up later on again, and it'll remind me. So it will. But all due time. Know yourself. This hobby can be quite expensive at times. We all have good ideas, dreams, what we're looking, but you just have to be realistic at the end of the day there. I could have a lot more stuff here, but there's no point indeed there, unless they want to build some super station now. So there's nothing. What you have will do, that's what I look at it here. Very much. I might put a car back up maybe next year again myself. I've got a car in the old yard. I took a car down a lot of years ago. Might put it back up again in a different location. And put in some other antenna there. Got a couple other antennas sitting in the roof. I might just put up the and I can maybe use contest or something there. Cycle operator 2 video. I used to dabble a wee bit in that a lot of years ago, but I haven't set it all back up again, so I'll see. But I don't think I'll go that way again, because getting older, harder to listen to hearing just what's best there in that situation either. So it was fantastic. Tell me then, is this your car? If you're burning down this driveway here, is that your? I don't know what kind of mech it is there, but is that your one you're burning a bit of rubber off, Rich? Over.
Oh, you mean the? Are you talking about the car that's on there, Simon?
Yeah, or the one on your main website here, over.
Yeah, that I got rid of that a few years ago. I had to when my son started when he started to look at getting his license, and the first words out of his mouth were, "Hey, when I get my license, can I take the Mustang out?" I was like, "Nah, it's time for me to get rid of that." Yeah, that car was a lot of fun, Simon. That was an '83 Mustang that I had. That I redid the motor in it. It had a racing block in it. And then I put that Wien blower on it as well, and it was pulleyed at 14, 15 pounds of boost with the blower. And I used to drive that thing around on the street all the time. I used to drive it work and back, and then on the weekends I would take it down to the track and run it down at the track on the weekends, and then drive it back home. And it was a mid-9 to low 10-second car, and a lot of fun on the street, but it sucked down a lot of gas. And it used up a lot of the it used up a lot of funds on keeping it running all the time too. There was always doing something with that. So I miss it, but it's something that he didn't need to be in when he first started driving. That thing would we had it at a dyno, and it was walking the drum on the dyno. We had it tightened down as good as we could. And with it walking the drum on the dyno, it was pulling a little over 700 horsepower and about 750 foot-pounds of torque, and that's quite a bit to handle on the street in a light car like that. So yeah, he did not need to be in it. So I figured the best move would be to just go ahead and get rid of it, sell it before one of us gets hurt or killed or hurt somebody else or kill somebody else in it, because once that thing started getting sideways on you, it was a lot of fun to be in, but it was a lot of car to handle at that horsepower and weight ratio. And yeah, thanks for looking at the site. And yeah, on the site there was a recording. It was just an audio recording, Simon, of you and I, and that should still be on the site underneath the audio files. That should still be there somewhere. The newest thing that I've been doing here the last few months, Simon, is I do have a YouTube page up, and actually I had been streaming this for a while. It's actually streaming live now, and I'll leave this one up there, and I'll add your call sign to it so that it'll make it easy for you to find. But I do have a YouTube site that streams every now and then. I go live streaming with it, and I capture the pan adapter on the Flex. It's just the screen on the Flex as captured over on the YouTube site, and that's on right now. So it's been on there since you and I have been talking, and actually a little while, actually probably about almost 45 minutes before you and I had started talking. But I will put your call sign and the title on it when I get done with it here, and make it easy for you to find. And you can jump on that when you get a chance to, and look at your signal and stuff coming back this way if you'd like. MI0SAI N8SDR. Crap, the band just dropped out on us. This sucks. Just catching bits and pieces of them here and there now. All right, Simon. Simon, I think you turned it back over to me. I'm kind of watching the waterfall, and your signal dropped out completely. We just lost propagation between us, at least on this side, Simon. So hey, I'm sorry. Hopefully you can still hear me, and I'll say 7-3 to you, Simon. Really great to catch up with you again, and I look forward to working you again here really soon. Hopefully we'll catch you up on maybe 40 or 75 meters here during the wintertime. MI0SAI and 8SDR. Cheers and beers, Simon, if you're still copying us. Hope you have a great week. MI0SAI and 8SDR.